Hey everybody, welcome back to the Miniac, and in this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, we are going to be getting to the F56 part of the Dream Garage, but I thought I would add 3 other cars to my Dream Garage, and those are the Paddy Hopkirk Edition, the 1499 GT, and the JCW Spec PHEV Countryman. Now, for those of you out there who don't know it, they did in fact create these cars. Now, what they were exactly that. They were JCW Spec Cooper, Cooper S, and Cooper S Countryman, all for PHEV. Now, the cool thing is, they had the JCW specs, they had the JCW interiors, they had the full JCW look, but they weren't a JCW. And that's what made them kind of interesting. Finding the right one is a bit of a challenge. Now, there's automatic versions out there, and there's manual versions out there for the 1499 GT and the Paddy Hopkirk. And finding a manual for the 1499 GT is a little bit of a challenge, and the reason why is a lot of them were automatic. Now, my thing with the car, the Cooper particularly, with the DCT transmission, it is not my favorite. And I've actually managed to stall one once. Don't ask me how, I'm still puzzled on how I managed to pull that one off. Finding a manual one out there can be tricky, and we're gonna see if we can find one. Now, to make this video quick and easy, I've already pulled up vehicles that I found on AutoTrader, on CarMax, and Carvana. There aren't that many, but we're gonna see which ones fit the bill for the Dream Garage. So we're specifically going to have a Paddy Hopkirk, a 1499 GT, and a JCW Spec PHEV Countryman. So let's get started. We're gonna go to Carvana first, and we have a 2019 right here with the yellow mirror caps, and yes, it is a JCW Spec vehicle. And one of the dead giveaways, if I go to the interior, there it is, the JCW seats. It has the actual JCW interior, and this one's not bad looking. $20,000, 56,000 miles. So also at Carvana, we have a 2021 1499 GT. Cool thing about this, it has the cool graphics, the JCW body kit, the JCW appearance package, the JCW interior. But does it have a manual? Now, it does have 44,000 miles, so it is low mileage. And if you look at the front of the vehicle, it does have a platypus mount. So they didn't drill holes for the license plate bracket. This one's pretty cool looking, but is it a manual? It is not. It is an automatic, and that was the problem that I've been finding. It's very hard to find a manual transmission one. So we're gonna keep looking. So we're gonna hop over to CarMax, and here's our next JCW Countryman. This one is 36,000 miles for $19,998. Pretty cool looking, red mirror caps, navigation, all the bells and whistles. Just a cool looking car, and 3-cylinder turbo. So there really is not much to worry about there. It's just interesting to find these things. So there is that vehicle. We're gonna also look at this one. This is a Paddy Hopkirk Edition, and it is a manual. So there's that. Now, this one also caught my attention. It is a Paddy Hopkirk. I know that for a fact. They just took the stripes off the doors. They just took the numbers off the doors. Why the heck you would do that? I have no clue. But they did. And it's an automatic, which is why I'm automatically going to, pardon the pun, automatic, get it? Which is why I'm going to automatically cut that one from the group. So we're just left with this one. But let's head over to AutoTrader, and we have another Countryman with the JCW package, the PHEV. Cool looking. 19,210 with 57,000 miles. We also have another one that's 16,009 with 74,000 miles. And we also have a Paddy Hopkirk with 50,000 miles. It's an automatic, so it's unfortunately automatically nixed from this list. And we have another 1499 GT with unfortunately another automatic transmission. And there aren't very many out there with a manual, and that is part of the problem. So I love the 1499 GT. I think it's a cool looking car. I don't like the automatic. So what do? Well, I gotta have one for the Dream Garage. There aren't any manual ones out there. Could swap the transmission, but why do that? In this case, we're gonna pick the one with the least mileage because it really doesn't make a difference. 44,000 miles, 24,000 miles. Okay, so if you're looking for an automatic Cooper 1499 GT package car with 24,000 miles, and you happen to be in St. Louis, Mini of St. Louis has one. So there you go, the 1499 GT. That's the next one added to the Dream Garage. That leaves us with the Countryman. So we have a handful. We have a 2019 here with 56,000 miles. Very nice. we have another 2019. They were all 2019 model year, by the way, so you're not going to find one any newer than that, as far as I know. 36,000 miles, 19,998, 56, 36. And then we have another one here. This one is in Loveland, Colorado, so MINI of Loveland, 19,210 with 57,000 miles. Seems like they all have around that same mileage. And then we have another one with 75,000 miles for 16,900. The mileage is a little on the high side for me on this one, so if you're in Naugatuck, Connecticut, and you want one of these, they have one up there. It's not terrible looking, but the mileage just doesn't do it for me with the Dream Garage. That being said, the mileage really doesn't matter. These cars are going to go forever. So we're going to go ahead and cut that one. So I'm left with 19,210 at MINI of Loveland. I have 19,998 for 36,000 miles at wherever this is, CarMax. And at Carvana, I have another one for 20,990 with 56,000 miles. 56,000 miles, 36,000 miles, 57,000 miles. This one's in melting silver. This one's in black. I just don't want a black car. So unfortunately, we're going to nix that one. That leaves us with the two slightly higher version miles of the vehicles. I like that. I'm not a fan of the gray, though. I'm going to honestly go with the one from MINI of Loveland. And that is because it is a good-looking car. Navigation has everything. 57,000 miles, that's pretty good for a 2019 JCW spec Countryman PHEV. And it's a PHEV. I've driven one of these. If you put it in full electric mode, it is rear-wheel drive. And that is kind of entertaining. Plus the yellow mirrors just look kind of cool. So there you have it. There's my Countryman for the Dream Garage, the PHEV that is. So now we're going to turn our attention to the only Paddy Hopkirk that I found that met my criteria for the Dream Garage. And that is this one. It is at CarMax, 2021 Mini Cooper S hardtop with the manual, with the navigation, with the JCW package, with the Paddy Hopkirk Edition graphics still on it. 22,998, 42,000 miles. There you have it. That is the car to have. Now, I would definitely buy this one. In fact, if I had the money, I probably would, because I think it's cool looking. Cooper S, chili red, Paddy Hopkirk's graphics on it. Who could possibly not want this car? And if you want to modify these cars and make them any cooler, go over to Outmotoring. They are the sponsor of this series. And you can add suspension, wheels, brakes, trim. This already has the black trim, so you really don't have to do much with that. If you really want a black belt line, you can do that too. Lots of cool stuff. Chili red with white roof, you really can't go wrong with that color combo. Just a neat look. And does it have everything? This one is pretty loaded. Heated seats, manual like I said. I don't see a sunroof though, is the weird thing. Does this one not have a sunroof? I didn't think that was possible. No, it does. They just did a really good job of photographing it so you couldn't see it. Interesting. Well, there you have it, fully loaded. So you now have 3 for the Dream Garage. The Countryman PHEV with the JCW package, the 1499 GT, and the Paddy Hopkirk Edition. Now, if you're interested in any other special editions, we're going to get to those a little later because those are JCW, and we are going to be doing an F56 Dream Garage video where we look for the perfect JCW. Now, here's the thing. It may not necessarily be a 1-to-6 edition. It might be an International Orange Edition. Or it might not be a special edition at all. It might just be an older one. Who knows? It just depends. Because my reasoning behind that has a lot to do with the fact that the engines changed in 2020. So my preferences on which JCW I would prefer for the Dream Garage might be different. That being said, regardless of which one I pick, my JCW I currently own will still be in that garage, just sharing space along with every other car, which at this point the garage has turned into a warehouse because I've run out of space. Now, if I actually had the money to buy all these cars, can you just imagine? That'd be insane. But anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, check out more content on this channel at the end of this video, and tune in next time for the F56 Dream Garage video, where, like I said, we're going to find the ideal JCW hardtop, and that might be a bit more of a challenge than you might think, because I am very particular when it comes to that car.